So throughout my college application process, I had a lot of help from Jeb White, who was a huge influence in the way that I wrote my essays and the way that I went about presenting myself to the schools that I was applying to. Because throughout my high school experience, I felt like I was constantly writing to a prompt or writing a certain way that wasn't really reflective of who I was. So with my writing especially, I definitely grew as a writer, and that was throughout the process of applying to schools. So I learned how to really portray myself and how to really advocate for myself. So I wanted to go to a school. I need to show this school like why they should accept me and why I should be able to go there. So that was one of the biggest influences that he had on me, was not only helping me with my writing, but helping me to advocate for myself and to put myself out there and to really just highlight myself as a person and as a student to the schools that I wanted to apply to. So being that I was the first one in my family to go away to school and to go away to college, I had a lot of learning to do along this process of applying to schools and figuring out what schools I wanted to apply to and all of that. So I don't really think that there's anything I necessarily could have done differently or would have done differently. I think one of the keys to my success in applying to school and just my overall feeling good about applying to schools was that I started early. That was one of the keys for me. I started over the summer and I was able to get the essays as soon as they were released. I started right away, and that gave me an excellent opportunity to have time to go over my essays and just feel relaxed rather than feeling frantic. So I did see a lot of my classmates waiting till the last moment and rushing and probably not feeling as confident in their essays as I did, just because they waited until the last minute, so they didn't have as much time as I had to go over them. So I think that was something that was really important for me, that I would say is definitely a piece of advice I would highlight for people who are applying to college now. Going into my senior year, I didn't really have a biggest concern or like a biggest group of concerns. I pretty much was just concerned about everything because in my family I'm the oldest, so I didn't have anybody before me that I could really go to for advice, so I found myself often looking to people, friends that I had made older than me, adults in my life, my parents, but I was their first child that they were sending away. So I didn't really have anyone that I felt like I could necessarily direct my questions towards, at least not right off the bat. So everything to me was pretty much a concern, trying to just reflect on my high school career and figure out what schools I could apply to, what schools I wanted to apply to, what exactly I was looking for, what exactly I wanted in a school, what I wanted to study, everything. And counselors at your school are definitely there for you, and they're definitely there to help you with that type of thing, but they do have a large group of students that they're working with, so a lot of the time you don't get the individualized attention that you need from a school counselor. So it's definitely a benefit to have somebody outside of your school environment and even outside of your family that you can talk to about the college process, just to kind of guide you and help you make your decisions.